Hola a todos, aquí Tony 22 continuamos con Los Pilares de la Tierra de Ken Follett. Estamos ya por el acto 20, que se llama Fin, que es el tema del juicio al padre Philip de Winnehead, y se ha liado ahí muy grande. O sea, no han salido verdades, no han salido historias, y ahora hay que buscar una relación, un testigo con el tema del cáliz y con Waleran, porque si no, nos van a acusar a todos de difamación. Se va a liar una que no está escrita. Tenemos que intentar solucionarlo, si no, mal vamos. Vamos a ver, este es el obispo Waleran y este es el padre ya. ¿Qué hay entre uno y otro? Quiere ver arder a Philip. Es responsable de tantas muertes. Pero siempre se ha cuidado de no dejar pistas. Era un juglar. Sus padres pensaban que había muerto en el barco blanco. Y luego fue ahorcado por ladrón en Shire.
Bishop Waleran is at the center of all this. Jack's father, if he was still with us, he could be our witness.
Maybe he still can. Mother says Waleran was behind my father's death.
And she said he wasn't alone. There were 3 men responsible for your father's death.
Uno era el
Bishop
obispo,
Waleran, Percy Hamley.
Percy y el otro.
Back then he was the sheriff of Shiring. And Prior James of Kingsbridge.
If they were all there, then they were all witnesses.
And only Waleran's still alive.
Hardly a coincidence. Why would these 3 men work together to falsely accuse your father?
He was on the White Ship. No one survived that night. No one lived to tell the story.
Yes. He was the sole survivor.
And then they killed him. But why?
Un día Antonio de 1120, porque aquí murió el rey.
And what about the ship?
My father wanted to go to England. He was the only one who made it when the White Ship sank.
Why would Waleran, Percy and James be concerned about the White Ship?
The son and heir of King Henry was on board. So were other possible heirs and other members of the royal household. I heard that Stephen was supposed to be on the ship as well, but became ill. He was the only male heir. The only threats were the king's daughter Maud and her half-brother Earl Robert, and they've been at war ever since.
And your father, Earl Bartholomew. He was a threat. He tried to stop Stephen and paid for that with his life. Maybe my father saw something on the White Ship. Proof that Stephen was involved.
Hermano del obispo de Henry. Ocupó el trono porque el rey Enrique no tenía ni heredero varón. Y ahora ha firmado la paz con el hijo de Maud.
What about the king?
Stephen always claimed that it had been God's will that he was not on that ship. That he remained as the only male heir.
That wasn't God. I bet Stephen had a hand in the sinking of the ship.
Now imagine what would have happened if he had learned that someone survived. Someone who might have seen what really happened that night. If Stephen was responsible for the sinking of the White Ship, then he may have wanted the only witness of what really happened to disappear.
But he wouldn't have done it himself, of course.
No.
If the White Ship is involved, then it's likely that Waleran was told by King Stephen to murder your father.
But he was not king back then. Why would Waleran listen to him?
He was promised to become bishop.
Of course.
Remember, Bishop Henry is Stephen's brother, and back then he was already one of the most influential clerics in all of England.
But if Bishop Henry is in on all this, what chance do we have to turn this trial around?
It is a public trial. All we want is for Philip to go free. We find a witness to expose Waleran. Henry would have to play along to appear innocent.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
It's our best shot.
Vale, entonces...
Do you think Stephen would have approached Percy directly?
Because of the white ship? To help him cover up his tracks?
I don't think so. I think it's more likely that Waleran contacted Percy. Just like he did when he wanted Percy to arrest my father. Percy Hamley was poisoned.
One less witness that knew about Waleran.
And
La mujer de...
to become Earl. He was easier to control than
Está
his
viva,
father.
que casi la envenenó.
What about Regan Hamley? She's...
Regan Hamley, ella.
She was taken to her townhouse in Winchester. And in her condition, she might not be able to help at all.
So, what about Prior James and Waleran?
Waleran was not yet bishop when the hanging took place. He was archdeacon. Philip told me.
But James still had to do what Waleran told him to?
I think that's very likely. William Hamley's father.
Entonces...
James was the prior of Kingsbridge.
That's where they say your father stole the chalice, melted it and sold it.
But we know that's not true.
As we found it, Philip recognized the chalice.
But Bishop Henry wants a witness. The chalice isn't enough.
But it's an important lead for us.
Una copa de oro. Con una gema engarzada. Decían que había sido derretida y vendida.
I think we're getting closer. So Waleran and the others claimed your father had stolen a chalice from Kingsbridge Cathedral, and that he sold it.
Yes.
We know that's not true, but we need a witness.
It's the only way to help Philip.
Philip said that Prior James was an honest man, so perhaps Waleran forced him to falsely accuse your father.
Maybe.
That might explain why James was guilt-ridden. The monks still tell the stories about how James thought the devil was after him.
Percy did not hide the chalice.
Fue Prior James.
What about Prior James?
James claimed that your father had stolen the chalice and sold it. But instead, James himself hid it in Kingsbridge, in the crypt.
We found his scourge in a bed down there.
That secret chamber is important. Everyone thought Prior James was dead, that he broke into the ice. And now we know he was hidden away.
Why did his monks believe he was dead?
Sub-Prior Remigius told everyone he had found James' rosary by the river. So everyone thought the body had been washed away. They buried an empty casket.
But how is Remigius involved?
Philip told me that Remigius was there when Waleran made Philip prior. Waleran and Remigius knew each other.
¡Ostras!
That explains why Waleran later made Remigius prior of Shiring.
And Remigius recognized my mother when we arrived in Kingsbridge. He must have been there at the time my father was arrested. I think Remigius knows all about this.
Is it possible that Waleran told Remigius to make Prior James disappear when James began to talk about what they'd done?
When James started talking to the devil.
But for some reason, Remigius hid him away. But Waleran never knew. Yes, that explains why he really didn't believe you. When you said you had seen James in the fire.
Where James died after all. And Remigius thought no one knew.
We have to find Remigius. He's our witness.
Let's hurry. It's getting dark already. The trial will continue soon.
People know you two. You shouldn't walk around shiring like that.
He's right.
I'll go look for him.
All right. Take care of yourself. And Jonathan,
Yes?
we will talk later about what was said today. About Tom.
All right.
Qué fuerte. Yo se lo sabía todo.
Remigius. Now where are you?
Ahora encima tengo que buscar a un feo. Por lo mal que me cae.
Have you seen Father Remigius? The Prior of Shiring?
He was here a moment ago.
Where's he now?
What do you want with him? Yeah, what do you want with him?
Oh, forget it. He was here. Brothers,
What is it?
have you seen the Prior of Shiring? Remigius?
We have not. And now step back, brother. We must be done by nightfall.
Vamos a ver si encontramos a Remigius.
Hello? They're all gone. I don't see anyone here. Everyone left for the trial, it seems. Hello?
Estoy mirando por aquí, pero no me... Espera, vamos a hablar.
Do you want to go in, Father?
No, not yet. Thank you.
Are you not with Prior Philip?
Yes, I am.
I pray they'll set him free.
He's a good man.
He is a heretic!
You're fools! Look at yourselves! Who are you to judge a man who has never hurt anyone?
Forgive them, Father.
We don't judge him, but God will!
Mira, 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 que va por ahí.
Remigius? I don't think he's here.
Me da miedo que me ataque.
Was that him? I think I saw him.
Hombre, con un niño. ¿Quién es este?
Have you seen a priest walk through here? Father Remigius?
No, sorry, I haven't.
All right.
¡Ostras! Este es el tío.
Hey,
Yes?
you're Jonathan, right?
Yes, I am. And who are you?
Never mind, but there's something you should know. Tom Builder. He left you behind because your mother died. He had no way to feed you. He thought he had no other choice.
How do you know all this?
He
Por
went
ese
looking
trono.
for you an hour later, but you were gone. And when he finally found you in Kingsbridge, he was there for you ever since. But he thought he'd lost the right to be your father.
Just who are you?
Just remember what I said. I pray they won't burn Philip. He's a good man.
Can we go home, Daddy?
Yes. Let's go home.
Ostras. Ostras.
Hello? The door's open. Is anyone there?
Peligro, peligro.
You had one task.
By God! No!
Our bishop is very displeased.
Ostras.
No! What are you doing?
I'm doing what is asked of me.
Stop it!
No! Stay away! This does not concern you! No!
Who told you to do this?
No one!
Waleran. Toma.
Why did he do this to you?
I will tell you. I will tell everyone.
Porque ha sido Waleran.
Do you have a witness?
Father Remigius, prior of Shiring.
Where is Timothy? What they told you is true. Bishop Waleran wanted the jongleur Jacques Cherbourg dead. He ordered our Prior James to frame him. And so he did. This is a lie! Is it? James lost his mind because of what he did for you. He was about to tell everyone the truth. And then you ordered me to kill him. Nonsense!
Let him speak.
I couldn't do it. I hit him, but he died in the fire. Jack saw him. It was him. I found the bones after the fire, and I buried them. You should put an end to this, Henry. You really should. Why would I? You should stop this, for your own sake. You knew about all this.
Bueno.
Why would I care if that jongleur lived or died? Your brother cared. The jongleur survived the sinking of the White Ship. He saw how your brother's men killed the king's family so that he could take the throne.
Wow.
This is preposterous. Bishop Henry and King Stephen ordered us to kill the man. You want the truth? That's the truth. Right there.
It is not.
Bueno.
Waleran is a liar.
Regan Hamley. Who is she?
Ooh.
I have waited long enough for this day. It is time I raise my voice. The woman, Ellen, she spoke the truth. 3 men were responsible for the death of the jongleur. James, the prior of Kingsbridge, The sheriff, my husband, Percy Hamley. But it was Waleran who was behind it. And only Waleran.
No!
Está salvando al Papa y acusando a Waleran.
About the white ship. About our king. He had hoped to win the king's favor. By hanging an innocent man.
But it was not just me. They all knew. Take him away.
Han salvado a Henry y se le ha caído todo a Waleran. ¡Qué grande!
This is for taking my husband's life.
It was Waleran.
Oh, we did it. It's over.
Yes, it's over.
Thank you, Lady Hamley.
This monk must learn his lesson.
The Pope would agree. This trial is not over. Philip pleaded not guilty, but he challenged the teachings and the authority of the Church. The ordeal of fire will take place.
No.
To show that the Church is not above God. To show that my brother, the King of the English, is not above God. Not we, but God shall judge this man.
This is madness!
No, he can't do this.
Philip!
No! You cannot do this!
This is now a matter of the Church, Lady Aliena.
Madre de Dios, la que se va a liar ahí.
Brother, the King and I
Que llueva.
accepted the traitor Waleran into our midst. We were fools and sinners, even if we did not know. I pray that our Lord will save Philip from these flames. For his salvation shall be a salvation for all of us sinners.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Light the pyre!
My God, there must be something we can do.
Stop this madness!
¡Qué loco! ¡Lo han matado! ¡Lo han matado! ¿Se puede salvarle la vida? El obispo de Waleran fue ajusticiado. Philip se declaró inocente de herejía. Lograste limpiar el nombre del padre Jack. Aliena perdonó a Philip por desencadenar la caída en desgracia de su familia. Jonathan descubrió al fin quiénes fueron sus padres. Philip fue condenado a la hoguera. Madre de Dios, pero no puede ser. Creí que había hecho bien con Philip. No. Bueno, a ver, era bastante bien, pero me hubiera gustado que Philip hubiera vivido, porque no era mal hombre. Vamos a acabar el capítulo aquí, y el siguiente vamos a empezar justo aquí, para ver desde el principio el último capítulo, que sería el 21, me parece. Espero de que os haya gustado el capítulo de hoy. Un placer estar con todos vosotros. Aquí todo el 22 de los 80. Nos vemos muy pronto. Hasta luego, gente. Chao.